live, y'all. Murder Market keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the view with eye red, keeping underage smoking on social media. I'm probably the only person up here killing themselves for y'all entertainment. I'll be sitting here with my friends and family starting conversation. I appreciate everybody coming through. Welcome to another Burn Live show. We already starting off with 21 people up in live. What's up? We popping. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good,
Hey,
man.
I'm
I'm
doing
doing
good.
good.
Hey, hey, last time I asked y'all wasn't here, but last time I asked, it took everybody like 3 minutes to answer. I felt lost. I was like, I was looking around like, who's gonna say something? And we all say something at the first time. How y'all day been going?
It's been going good, man. I can't complain. Can't complain, man. God is good, man.
That's what's up. Now, if I
All
knew
the
that
time.
y'all,
My day has been good. I've been sitting there chilling with my granddaddy all day. But that's it.
okay, all right. If y'all would like to share out y'all platforms where people can find you, go ahead and do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout yourself out where they can find you. If not, we can move on. It's up to you. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Shoot, man. You can find me on Facebook at Johnny Milton. There's two of them. Not the one with me wearing glasses. The other one. You can find me on TikTok at John After His Heart. You can find me on Instagram at John After His Heart. And you can find me on YouTube on John After His Heart as well.
Y'all can find me on TikTok, natural_kinks. That's natural_KINKS.
You can find me on TikTok at Miss Love 503 or my gaming page, um, My Simmer's Life. Or you can find me on Facebook at Talia Nebbit. And you can also find me on Snapchat. Yeah.
All right. Hey, and I want to add to that ladies and gentlemen, if you go up in they lives be popping. They lives be popping. I ain't pointing no fingers, but I'm just saying, they lives be popping.
Wait,
You
point
get,
that finger again. Gotta do it.
bro, hey, gotta. Highly informational pages. You will learn something. You will grow a family with their pages. So please go check them out. I highly recommend that you go check them out. Please, please, please. Thank you. All right, y'all. A lot has been happening. I know we haven't been going over it like we supposed to, but you can't say that y'all news feed has been not popping. My news feed been popping.
Yeah.
Okay. Diddy. What I just read earlier? Um, Diddy so Diddy sold a white girl.
Did he did what with a white girl?
He sold her. Some
He
girl
sold a
testified.
white girl.
Girl
What?
testified. Some girl testified in court that she got sold by Diddy. Um,
Oh my goodness.
if we gotta go over, we might discuss it later on in the show. I just seen the title, but he got sold. Elon Musk is attacking Trump.
Oh
Uh,
man.
oh my God, it's
Hey brother,
funny.
can I bring something up?
Yeah,
So there was those messages I sent in the group chat, right? This this girl, her son got a disability,
okay,
right? So he be peeing on himself and stuff like that. Hard to take care of, right?
okay,
Young man fell off of the bridge into what we call the Genesee River up here, right?
all right,
So they're looking for him still, right? Mom ain't jump in after the boy, none of that. So a couple days later, we see these messages about her talking about the little boy to her best friend, saying how she don't want him, how he need to go to his daddy, how he be peeing on himself when she tired of taking care of his little stupid butt and this, that, and the third. I'm about ready to be done with him. So and then you got some people defending her, saying you don't know how it is being a single mom. You don't know how, it's hard being a single mom, so she got a right to say that in a sense. Now, with all this evidence, you know, I don't know what to think. I'm pretty upset that she was even talking about a child like that to her friend. Oh, go ahead, sis.
So let me break this down to you. I am a mother of two identical twin girls. They're both autistic.
Mm-hmm.
They're not potty trained.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the process of being potty trained. And my children are going to be 7.
Oh wow.
Now, once, do I think every day I'm done with this shit? I'm tired of wiping ass? Yeah. But I know that mentally they're not physically there to understand what potty training is. So I never say that I'm done with this, forget this. I want to just be. I do, because I'm a mama. We feel that way. Like that's just generally how we feel because of the stress of dealing with a child who's still in pulling, or dealing with a child who is stubborn and don't want to use the bathroom. But it just comes to a point where we be fed up and we be tired. We don't mean nothing that we say. I say things because I'm overwhelmed. I'll say like I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I need a break. But as soon as I get that break, guess who I'm missing? My daughter. Like I don't need a break from them per se. I need a break from always handling the responsibility of making sure they're good when it comes to doctor's appointments, food, clothes, shoes, hair, upkeep, all that. Like I'm tired of holding on the burden of being the responsible one. And that's where that stems from. It doesn't stem from us hating our kids. It doesn't stem from us not wanting our kids. We want our kids now. It's just that we tired. Like we're generally tired. I was planning on going on a birthday trip. That's canceled because I have nobody to watch my children. But you know what? I'm gonna make the best out of my birthday, and I'm gonna take them to Eureka, and we're gonna go to Six Flags, and I'm gonna just be at Looney Tune Land, turning the fuck up with a margarita.
Okay. The thing is understandable that parents, single parents, do get stressed out. I think the so-called problem, and I'm gonna talk professional before I talk spiritual before I crack a joke.
Oh my acting up.
Huh?
Your mic acting up.
Something wrong with my mic, y'all?
I can hear you. It's a little echoey.
It's a
Well, it's
little
more so reverby, but let me hear you.
mic check 1 2.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, so professionally understand that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of burden is put on y'all by yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have what y'all would call a vacation to get a problem until a kid gets of age. True indeed, I get that part. The problem comes in is involving social media, where you give the opportunity for other people to judge and comment on. And this is where, like I said, the problem is because mostly people, it just they want to express themselves with no backlash. They just venting, and I get it. Everybody needs to vent, but how you vent, where you vent, I think needs to be honed in a lot better. You can't vent on social media because venting on social media causes backlash. You go viral. So people all in your business and stuff like that. Third of all, when your kid is artistic and you know that you got to take that other time and stuff like that, you yet again you put your business on. You know what I'm saying? It's the business part. It's your personal life that you're putting out there. That you know what I'm saying. Now we get the opportunity to say something, and you know how most females, you know, not gonna go through color, but females, period. Once y'all heard something you don't like, y'all at 100. Y'all skip 2, 3, 4, and 5 with your
It's really choppy.
She's choppy. I think it's hers. It's yours. It's yours.
so it assists of a better other case. I really think it's just like if it was my friend, I would be putting it on. Can you please keep this off social media? You know, hate me, cuss me out, whatever, ever, but keep your business off social media. You know what I'm saying? Speak in code or call your friend, FaceTime your friend. Start you like we got a group chat. We got a group chat. If y'all really want to have a conversation because we're not going live and you really want to discuss something, man, go in there and FaceTime somebody and have a discussion. Personal business. That's why when y'all come on here, I be like trying to ask people, we're having a discussion. Let's not try to get so personal in our lives because you're giving somebody ammo. You know, we got a prime example person, but they're not here. I put them out there. But when you get personal, people gonna use that.
No, that's true. And shoot, like I know how it is taking care of kids being disabled. I do. And I get it. Sometimes you just may be cracking a joke, right? In the
Right.
midst of saying the most horrific thing. I get it. And I'm not negating away from the fact of how hard it is to raise children. Because I got four myself, and it gets tiring for me sometimes, but I just personally, I will feel more so that way towards my spouse than my kids. That's just me personally. I probably get more tired, talk junk about my spouse than I'll do that about my kids personally. And so to like a certain degree, it's kind of like intolerable, where it's like, nah, you shouldn't feel that way about your kids because
I
your
don't really like
kids
committing to.
should be, top tier of the love that you're giving out. You know what I mean? So, but I get it. It's just
I
it's
get
just kind of sad. You know what I mean?
other news. Y'all, this is live. This is actually going on in
Oh
California.
God.
Attack and taking several people into custody. Can you tell us a little bit about the training in situations like this? We have seen tremendous restraint from a lot of these officers who have been under attack for much of this day, facing these people off who are screaming at them, throwing things at them, and yet maintaining control and trying to de-escalate how important that is and what you're seeing in terms of execution of that training.
Yes, our special response team goes through additional training, and we are put through situations like this. And this is where what separates us is the professionalism. We're going to stay calm in these situations and use the appropriate amount of force when necessary to effect an arrest if we have to. But we fully support everyone being able to voice their First Amendment rights in the right location, and we will support that. But on the freeway is not the spot for it.
Discussion. So to fill y'all in on what's going on, 'cause I know y'all like, I don't know what's going on. Basically, ISIS went to California into one of these jail cells or a detention center to go get some illegal immigrants. And they protested outside. And they got in the way and they're pushing and shoving. And so now it done escalated to these people raiding the street. Now, we're not talking about immigrants. We're talking about illegal immigration. People that came across the border illegally. Oh my God, everybody dropping like flies and talking about that. That you got nerve.
My bad.
That nigga say illegal immigration. I'm like, no. You call my people. Hey, y'all gotta to make your city safe is what we're trying to do. Every administration has done going on. Maybe not at this altitude, maybe not uh, sociable as like it is now, but every president has got illegal immigrant out of America. I don't know why they want to make it so different now that Trump is doing it, but that's crazy. It's amazing to me. But yet again, y'all, this is live. This is actually going on in California as we speak. They're right in the streets.
Likely see her side by side with, you know, smoke bombs and unrest and flashbangs and arrests and officers under attack. So no matter what the mayor says, this is all playing out under her watch, which has been a point of focus for the president and those who work in his administration, saying she is unable to maintain control in this city. I'm sure she will be asked about that tonight when she speaks to the media, if it's opened up to questions about why and how this was able to happen in her city. These are thousands of people, so obviously only so much can be done.
So, do y'all remember hearing about the forest fires that broke out in California?
Protest is protected by our Constitution.
That's the mayor that they're talking about that can't handle this riot that y'all see right here. That's what they're talking about.
And that has
Talking about
happened
she.
several times in several different locations here.
Because she's the mayor.
So as we await word from the mayor, we are watching the California Highway Patrol slowly push these demonstrators back up the on-ramp from the surface of the 101 freeway southbound, and they are being hit with pepper spray and smoke bombs and flashbangs as they want to get these people back off.
Bro, think about you got 2 strikes at work, right? You on your 3rd strike, you on the highway, you punching it, you trying to get to work, and they stopping you from getting to work. You don't call your boss talking about there's no excuse out there, but you like, it ain't an excuse. This is real. Like, boy, go check the news, boy. They got the whole highway stopped. LA, have anybody been to California? Because I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. But if you ain't been to California and been on them highways and the traffic that's already on the highway, stop playing.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Bruh. It's like a 15-minute drive is 30, 45 minutes. No capping, no BSing, no sugar.
Just to go like 3 miles. It's crazy.
Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the rush hour. They got to go to work.
Give me 1 second.
They got that 9 and they got that 5. Real tough. It's a very, very exclusive illegal immigrant protesting about you don't like your kin folks or your relatives getting pushed. What you see is a lot of people taking cameras of the destruction so people can tell their side of the story. Now, in politics, they're trying to call this is what you would call fashion, but not understanding that America got colonized. Every country been colonized. Mexico Canada, Europe, Spain, Africa, for these countries to become countries, they got colonized, they got conquered, they won, they had war. You know what I'm saying? They sat down with all the big kings and said, look at here, this is my land. I would fight for it. I would die for my land. But these people over here in LA, y'all getting locked up doing a weekend special because when you get locked up, you don't get out till you go to court. Why y'all doing a weekend special for a whole nother country and a whole nother spot, place, area?
So, so wait, hold on. So these is ICE raids, and the people are protesting the ICE raids,
Yeah, they blocking off the highway.
bro. That
Because
is crazy.
I don't
Why would
want,
you want illegal immigrants here?
because they're my cousin
I don't care. They your cousins.
and they sell uh, tacos on the corner real good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And I
nah,
can,
no, no, nah. You're not lying about that.
right, see? But every
But
time
shoot,
they sell a taco on the corner, you taking a profit away from a store, somebody that actually opened up a store.
come on
Remember,
now.
remember what we talked? Boy, I wish you.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we talked about that. Now they taking away, man. They taking our money, taking away our opportunities, man. Can't be
But
having that, man.
yet again, this is what's going on in California. And you know what happens on in California spread. You know, I'm surprised New York ain't doing it.
Man, that's crazy. Praying for them, man.
Pray for them because they're lucky that in other countries, I don't think people realize in other countries, you wave another flag, bro, you get locked up. You see how them people waving other flags, you would get locked up on sight, bro. You're going to
What
jail.
flags are they waving?
Mexico, Puerto Rico. Go back up here.
Capiche.
Any type of Spanish?
Capiche.
Puerto Rico, Spain. Yeah,
Capiche.
yes.
I'm finna go home. Once I make it to my house, I get back on.
Okay.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, Mexico, Puerto Rico. Yeah, them all Spanish.
Man, and
But
they doing
okay,
this all because of some raids.
but yet again, here's another point I want to bring up. See, do y'all agree or disagree? All them people out there didn't even vote when it was time to vote for the illegal immigrants. When it was time to vote, they didn't even go vote. You see, this is the side of a highway that they're blocking off that they're protesting. Y'all could protest in front of the Capitol. I don't have a problem with them protesting in front of the Capitol. In front of the
Some
mayor's office, or police station, mayor's office, I don't have no problems with y'all protesting because that's the people we have problems with. If y'all want to go protest in front of the ICE building, I don't have a problem with that. Because yet again, you're protesting in front of the problem where the problem is at. Doing it on a highway where you're shutting it down, people trying to get back and forth to work, people trying to go to church, people, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could be pregnant out there, a state of emergency, anything.
yeah, they. This is what makes it so bad. Cause like sometimes like people don't. It's like this is the downfall of a riot. Like instead of rioting, like you said, going to vote, you'd rather riot in the street. Like where was this line at? Like you know what I'm saying? When people needed to vote, you
But
know.
all them people out there don't like Trump. They don't like Trump. Look at old girl getting locked up. Look at her. She don't like Trump. I was like, I wish I had my mic. Did you vote? I'll be walking with, did you vote for Trump? I didn't vote. And then spit on me. Fuck you. You didn't vote. Y'all heard protest. You
The
didn't vote,
jails
and
is gonna
y'all.
be overcrowded. Why would you even lock these people up? I would honestly move them. We just gonna
Be,
storm them and move them out the way and get traffic going. Because the
I
jails is
mean,
gonna be
I would.
overcrowded.
That's true, but yet again, I'm gonna lock you up because I want you to pay a fine. I ready for you to pay some money because that's taxpayers' money.
Nah, you got that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I was in Cali and I was looking at that, I'd be mad because like I paid for it. And people don't realize, people don't think like that. And I get it. Like I'm trying to worry about cutting on my lights. I'm trying to worry about a roof over my head. I'm trying to worry about putting food on my table. I get that, and I totally respect that. But yet again, that bribe and all the police officers out there doing that, you're paying for. That's coming out of taxpayers' money.
Yeah, that's tough.
And yet again, it's a streets clear. Nope.
No, not at all.
That's what I'm saying. You know? All right. It was somebody comment. I'm tripping. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I see that, huh? Uh huh. This be crazy.
I could only imagine that happening here.
Yes. Boy, stop. Then yes.
It won't even last that long.
Yet again, you would see me on here with a whole different attitude. And that's coming out of my money.
Right.
Hold on. Shit, you gonna see me with the camera all live out there. Go home. What is? Oh, hold on. I don't pay state taxes. Never mind. Y'all can protest. Y'all can do it here. I don't pay state taxes. I don't pay federal taxes.
I mean, FBI would eventually get involved if that goes on.
See, now I got a problem. Now you getting, don't get the feds involved.
Uh-oh. They getting the feds involved?
She said out here because no, they would just go get. What the problem would be out here in Nevada is they would have to go get all the other counties. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying? Calling all cars, type of stuff because Las Vegas is small but big with tourists. So yet again, you stopping, boy, stop. You stopping us from making money, blocking our highway like this, Las Vegas. No.
yeah, nah, that ain't happening.
Nah, heck nah. The owners would look down and see a casino, an empty chair, blank, blank protest. Oh, we got empty chairs up here. All right. I don't think y'all want to see no more of that. Ain't nobody else conversation. Hey, but you know what? That is literally.
If it was the other way around, like we was in their territory, they would have kicked us out.
I believe I'm under the influence. If we was in that territory, we probably would have got shot. Because one thing over in other countries that we don't have here, and technically we don't have here, is refugees. We don't have refugees out here. people that's above the law or don't give a fuck about the law and then come pick you up and do their own terrorist or vandalism or whatever y'all want to call it. Cause oh yeah, I just read a news dude facing 20 years for bombing a Tesla dealership, and they want to know do they should he be looked at as a terrorist? Dang, where did I see that article? At?
If someone's bombing a dealership, should they be looked at as a terrorist?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you bombing anything, you should be looked at as a terrorist.
Agreed.
right on, right on,
Dude,
right
if you
on.
shooting, you should be looked at as a terrorist. I think shoot, gangs should be looked at as terrorist groups, man.
Agreed.
Hold on, man. Y'all agreeing too much. Let me find something y'all can get to agree. Nah, I agree too. I can't
You
deny.
agree too, right? Hey, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on now. So, what do y'all think about this? I'm gonna bring up a controversial topic. Can I?
Go ahead. Yeah, somebody take over.
Okay. All
I
right.
quit.
Okay.
Quit.
Now, is being a single parent? This is a question. Is being a single parent a choice?
I'm not going to speak on that because I don't have children, so I'm going to leave it to y'all.
Being single parent is a choice. Yes. It's single parent, yes, it's a choice. Because you have to choose to want to have a partner. You have to choose if my scar is gonna hurt the next person that I'm being with because I don't know how to do this. Yes, I have to choose, do I wanna share this last toilet paper roll with this motherfucker because yeah, shit he put he love hard. I gotta make a joke.
Hey, man. Agree. So, do you feel like people should complain from some of the choices that they make?
No, not really.
We listen and we don't judge until you leave the room.
I look at that as accountability, though. A lot of people don't take accountability, and they don't want to. They
But
blame
yeah,
others instead of taking accountability for themselves.
but ain't that venting?
What
Is
you
it
say?
venting?
Ain't that venting? I'm just
You can
relieving.
vet and still take accountability.
True.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, but what is venting?
Venting is expressing yourself. You're expressing oneself.
Okay. So expressing yourself is venting. Okay. So can I express myself in a negative way and don't mean any harm to anybody?
Yes.
You were lagging a little bit. What you say?
Can I express myself in a negative way and then not mean any harm? Like, let's say, let's say I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm just talking mad junk. I'm venting, right? But I don't say nothing after I'm done and I just leave it there. Am I wrong for what I'm doing? Or
Because someone is expressing themselves in a negative way doesn't mean that they are wrong. Yeah, I mean, different people are, how I want to say this. They may be negative to it may be negative to you, but not negative to that person, if that makes sense.
what
Because
you
I
have
mean,
to
you're
say?
expressing yourself. You're expressing your emotions. That's not negative.
Go ahead, Capiche. I know you want to say something.
Because it sounds like where people will call it self hate.
Say it
You know,
again.
I said it sounds like where people want to call it self hate, where
Sabotaging,
self hate,
self hate. Okay.
where I can say negative things about myself to you, to my partner, and my partner is going to look at that more in a negative way than how I'm expressing myself. I could be joking around, calling me an idiot, I'm dumb, or I'm stupid for letting the toilet seat up, or I'm stupid for letting the milk out, I'm stupid for not letting the taking out the trash. But then your partner looking at that, and then your partner get depressed or get emotionally involved in you doing that, then it becomes a mental abuse. And I'm talking not you because you're saying I'm talking about your partner. See, I know from experience.
Hmm. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So is that so? Should we express ourselves in that kind of way ever? Then, if it could be so detrimental.
I feel like it depends on who you're around because some people can be draining. If you always constantly see yourself in a negative light, it's because of the environment you're in.
Not necessarily because I can still be doing everything positive. I'm a junkie or that's who that person
So
is.
bas so in so many words, you're always in your head. You're an overthinker then.
That's the possibility. I'm not gonna not say that, but yet again, the thing is, everybody got a mess up, a boo. But some I don't do right. Some that what I'm saying they want to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just some people can more make fun of that and expose that, and some people like don't bring it up, don't ever talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Versus a person that can joke about them on a constant
Well,
basis.
I'm. Can I use myself as an example then?
Hmm.
All right. So I have a mood disorder. I'm always constantly crying. I'm always in my feelings. I'm a crybaby. I'm a big, huge crybaby. I can't help that. And sometimes I just have to cry to show my emotions, That's just how I am. And some people will see that in a negative light. Why are you always crying? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I have to cry to let out my emotions. That's just how I am. I don't necessarily see that in a negative light. Don't get me wrong. I can get inside my head. And when I say I can get inside my head, I can get inside my head. I'm a complete overthinker. I've always been that way. But sometimes I can be negative on myself, but then I have to back it up a little bit and be like, hey, calm down. You will be okay. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily you being negative towards yourself. I just feel like it also comes from the environment where I was around. I was sheltered. I was always sheltered. I don't know anything. I'm naive when it comes to certain things. So I get emotional about it, because I could have done things a little bit different. And I feel like sometimes I could have, or my parents could have did this instead of that. But I'm a grown woman now, and sometimes I have to back it up a little bit and just cry it out. That doesn't mean that I'm sad or anything. I just have to express my emotions a little bit different than others.
Yeah, and so therefore, when it's the problem or the confusion is how your partner accepts it and takes it because you got the crime. You know what I'm saying? As a part of you. Now, how do I accept it or how I take it in? It may be a problem to me or it may not be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's another part of a relationship that people be like, well, I just couldn't take it. I tried to take it, but I couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, well,
I'm
you
not
see,
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm
nah,
just Nobody's wrong on this on here. I'm just saying that's how I perceive it.
Where you go? Why are you asking all these questions? With that question.
So, um, forgive me, my kids raided my personal space for a second. Could you guys inform me a little bit about what I was talking about?
Basically, we were just continuing on what you was asking. Yeah, we just broke it down more.
Say it again.
Capiche, what did you say?
I said that we were just listening. We were just breaking it down more of what y'all was talking about. That's
I
all.
rem- I remember she said that she cries a lot. That's not a bad thing. You could be in your own head. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But Capiche was making valid points. For some, it can feel like you're not. How can I say you're being negative? Like, oh, you're being negative, and it's like, well, to Capiche, he could just be joking around about it, like not caring. Like, hey, I just like to talk like that, and it don't affect me. Like the negative stuff don't affect me. You know what I mean? But to some people, that's like, nah, that's negative, and you
Yeah,
know,
that's why a lot of people tell me that I have self hate because I may joke about myself. And they were like, "Oh, you funny." I'm like, "You always think I'm funny looking." And they were like, "I didn't say that. You always being there." I'm just
Capiche.
joking. What up?
This is coming from somebody who. Sorry, my bad. My daughter was yelling at me. This is coming from some. You just hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm cutting on TV for. Okay. 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 This coming from somebody who know you. You don't know how to show sympathy toward people.
I think Capiche shows sympathy.
No, he doesn't. He does not. Let me tell you why
Well,
he
let me
does
say,
not. Let
maybe
me
not
tell you,
sympathy, maybe empathy. I
he's
think he's empathetic.
he's very bold and
Oh, Capiche
and
is
that
empathetic.
come
He is
here.
he's
He
empathetic. He understands.
okay, but he doesn't show sympathy.
He shows empathy. That's even better.
No.
Empathy is being able to
Let me
like
give you an example. Let me give you
go
an
ahead.
example.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, no. Okay. The other day I was talking about something that happened to me, and mind you, this is out of Capisce's mouth, right? We were talking about something traumatic that happened to me.
Yeah.
He goes to say, maybe you deserved it. What? I deserved it. Capiche!
What did he say? Hold on. What did he what now you gotta go back. You can't just say stuff like that.
Right.
Now
I
you
need
gotta
the
go
full
back.
story.
Hold on. What did he say?
The
He said,
conversation, the con-
what did you go through?
okay, so I can't say the full word on here because
Yeah.
of course
Spell it out.
I
Kids
was
sometimes
I
kids
was
can't don't know how to
put
read.
I was as a child by my uncle. And
Okay.
I was telling Capiche that, and Capiche was like, "It's a lesson. Maybe you deserved it." I said, "Huh?
He
What
said it's a
Not
lesson?"
lesson.
Capiche. Not
Wait. Hold on now. Wait.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
said he said it was a lesson. Maybe you deserved it. Okay, so he may have been like saying that like something you could take from it, like It's not all negative, but it's maybe
What am
something
I
that you
going to
can
take from that besides
And
um
as
peace of
a
mind?
child,
Yet
maybe.
again, hold on. Okay. I let you say. For one, I wasn't speaking specifically to that. I said that multiple times. I'm not speaking specifically to you. I'm not speaking specifically to that subject. I was speaking to the whole fact of not just your
Go
situation.
get your water.
I'm talking about
Go get your
everybody in
water.
a emotional
Oh, you want juice?
so-called breakdown of that night, of that time, of that day, of what they went through. That's what I was talking about. Of what people go through and how you go through it. And y'all want to add other question marks to your life when y'all can't answer the first question of your life. And y'all want to move on so fast. That's what I was basically speaking to. Not
Capiche, you're kind of going in and out.
not
It's
the
somebody's
des-
fault. My bad.
not the deserving of punishment or failure of somebody, but the actual you going through life trying to move faster than what you've been healed from or moving faster than what you've been going through. That's what I was most of talking about. That's why I used the word question mark. Now, you want to hop from, and I'm not talking about you again. Most people want to hop from a relationship to a relationship to a relationship because it's easy. Therefore, they don't heal, and therefore they still answering questions because they're asking themselves about themselves. And then later on down the road, all of a sudden they, I don't know myself. I don't know myself. I don't know myself. I just need to. I need to go somewhere. I'm gonna go in the woods and follow three yellow bears and eat a lot of porridge. This is what I'm talking about when I was speaking yesterday. Not to the trauma of what somebody went through because somebody was nasty and wanted to spin you and bend you when you was underage. No, I was not talking about that. Okay? I'm just saying. Just wanted to enlighten the people and the audience. All right? Nah.
That
Yeah.
still don't help your case because you still are not sympathetic.
He is sympathetic.
He's definitely not.
He is. He is a empathetic realist.
This man is not sympathetic at all.
He is an
But
Just
I, like
empathetic
I said,
realist.
just
at the
because I tried to think of the most realist, statistical, logical thing that's gonna happen instead of make believe
but at
or
the end
art.
of the day,
Okay.
I accepted the fact that you were not sympathetic. So when you said that comment, it went over my head because come on, I done dealt with people who are like that. I understand. Like they say things that is bold. I have somebody else, B dot. He said the same thing. He was like, "Oh, baby, it was a lesson." Like, what lesson are y'all trying to tell me? I'm learning from this. You feel me? But I looked at it that way and I see the lesson. The lesson is that this individual is sick and I shouldn't have never been there with him in the first place. And he should have never been in the room with me in the first place. But it
Did
is
he
Yep.
what it
ever?
is.
And you
Did
could
he?
and you could watch out for people that got the same characteristics. You know,
Yeah.
look out for people
My
that's
daughters
like
don't
that. You know.
my daughters don't go nowhere. That they mama is not it. I don't play them games.
Well, they gonna be over sheltered till they get in high
See, that's what
school.
I'm talking about right there. This is
What?
what I be talking
Okay, all
about.
right. So wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on,
That's
Mrs.
what I be
Love.
talking about
Okay,
right there.
wait. Let me. Can I say something?
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if y'all just heard me when I said that I was sheltered, right? So
Right.
me being sheltered and me being naive was why I got grace. I'm gonna say it like that because you got your kids around. I don't want to say the actual word.
Right.
I was naive. So when Capiche just said, "Oh, well, that's gonna lead to shelter," you have to teach them. And I'm just speaking from my experience. I don't have any kids, and I'm not telling you how you do things.
Hmm.
But I wish my mom would have told me a lot of things. I wish my mom would have told me what the outside world was about because I knew nothing about the outside world. I never knew what I was gonna on my prom night that was gonna happen to me. That I was gonna go hang out with my friends. I never knew I was gonna get set up and do that, and that was gonna happen to me. I never knew that. I never knew. I thought everyone was my friend, and everyone wasn't because I was so over sheltered. I couldn't go anywhere. Anywhere that I asked, oh, can I go this place? Can I go that place? No, you can't go outside. That's why I'm like this now. I don't want to go outside
Mhm.
because I don't I don't know the outside world. So I'm
I'm gonna
stuck inside.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not I'm not going to what I'm not going to do is mess up their growth of meeting people. That's for sure not. Because I was. I genuinely was because I was going to homeschool them. But then I realized homeschooling is going to be a lot because, of course, they're autistic. They need ABA therapy. They need speech therapy. They need OT therapy. They need things of that nature. So
Hold
I
on.
can't.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I want you to keep that thought. Homeschooling may not be bad for as like you say they got autism, so they get that extra one-on-one care with a
That's
teacher.
true. That is true. Hold
I
on
You know
agree
what
now.
with
I'm saying?
that. I agree with the
He said
homeschooling.
something now. He
Um,
don't say something.
I seen I because I watched this podcast and this lady was talking about public school versus home teaching school. Actually, going out there and you recruiting the teacher that you want to teach your kids will be way more better than you putting them in a public school not knowing nothing about that teacher and the
Yep.
skills that they
Hmm.
really have. But go ahead, keep the party going.
Hold on one second.
Okay, back to what I was saying. But yeah, see those topics like that. Um, I didn't get to cover them. I just watched this podcast and I got those videos kind of like hidden in the vault if we ever need to bring them up in a conversation or something.
Yeah.
I actually do agree with homeschooling though. I agree with that.
I agree how this dude was putting it. He's like, if because America is not satisfied with public schools and the teaching that we're getting from them. You can look at the test scores. You know what I'm saying? Test scores is kind of showing that we don't approve of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're not learning nothing. So if that's the case, I would rather cancel out the school program and have a better choice. When I say school choice, I mean actually picking these teachers that's going to be teaching our
Hmm.
kids instead of somebody that's going to teach our kids things that we don't approve of.
Right.
So the school that they go to is a Montessori school. So it's set up for children with disability. When I went to the school at first, when they started at 3, and I met with all their teachers. Every teacher that my child done had since they went to their school is African American. I have not met, except their speech teacher, she's white, but other than that, the rest of them are black.
I'm
I mean
And
glad.
that
all
that
of them,
doesn't mean anything.
let hear me out. Yes, it does. I'm gonna tell you why. When you have your child being taught by black women, it means a lot because they're seeing themselves being taught by an older woman who resembles them.
That is a possibility.
But you're still not getting it.
Yeah,
I
because
did
what the
get it. That's
statistic
a
It's
is,
that's a
where's the statistic to back that up?
that is a possibility.
Yes, ma'am. I asked the question. Where's the
how is that
statistics
a
to back that up?
possibility?
It's a possibility because like that may be going through that child's head. It may be, it may not. No matter where the information is coming from, at the end of the day, if it's not good information, it just ain't good information.
But they
No
never showed
matter,
me. I never got any bad vibes. I never interpreted any misuse to my kids since I went to that school. And I
but
didn't.
what I'm saying is like whether they're white or black, it really don't matter.
It does.
No, it don't.
It does. It
Why
really
do
does.
it? Why do it matter? It don't matter.
I'm gonna tell you why. I sat in a school and watched two teachers teach, and it was a black teacher and a white teacher. The student that they were teaching was having a meltdown.
Yeah.
The white teachers, you wanna know what the white teacher did?
Mm.
Stood there and watched this student curse, yell, go off, and let him have the meltdown. You wanna know what the
Mm-hmm.
black teacher did?
What?
Went up to that student, said it's gonna be okay. Gave that student a hug. And guess what that student did?
What? Calm
Picked
down.
himself. Yeah, exactly.
Now let me
And
say
went
this.
went with the teacher.
Now let me say this. That teacher was properly trained. That's all. Some people
Trained
ain't
to what?
trained. Some people ain't trained to react to certain situations a positive way.
Right.
Some people may not be able to react. And who knows? That may have been what that kid needed. The other kid may have needed to let that out. You know what I'm saying? Who
Hmm.
knows? I don't know. But what I'm saying is, whether they're white or black, it really don't matter.
And
And
you're right about that. That's why I
some teachers
said
not gonna take the chance of touching a student and getting a
You feel
job
me?
fired.
that's why I said when I had stated that one of their workers are she is white. And I done had a conversation where she's a nice lady too. Like they all love my kids. Like
Yeah.
generally love my children and never showed any ill will towards them. Like ever since they started, they done progress talking, expressing themselves, telling me what they
Mhm.
need. They weren't doing that before. Like they weren't communicating with me. Every time they
Yeah.
needed something, it was a cry, it was a
Yeah.
point, it was
Yeah.
a I didn't understand it. But since they started this school, it's been a major progress.
That's cool. That's good. Can I ask you a question?
What?
Who sold who into slavery?
What?
Uh
Who
oh.
sold black people into slavery?
White people.
Where did the white people get the black people from?
Africa.
Who's in Africa?
Africans.
So black people sold black people to
No,
white
they
people.
didn't.
Why didn't they?
Because they didn't. That don't even
Where
make
they
no
get them
sense.
from?
Then
They got
they
sold.
stole them.
They
I
did
don't
not
know why
sell
y'all
them.
don't want
They
to say
got
that. They
sold.
stole them black people.
They
Y'all
got
not understanding
sold.
that. Y'all keep saying that. They
No, they got
stole.
sold.
It's
They
it's
stole the black people.
documented in Africa. They got a wall that you can go to find your ancestry of who sold you in Africa.
They
It's
sold
also a
you.
it's also a book and a movie about it.
Come on
Uh,
now. They ain't just go, oh, we about to go to Africa and just take them and
Yes,
make
White
everybody our
white
slave.
people
that's
No.
ain't got
exactly what
white
happened. Why you think
white
Queen
people ain't
Latifah
got their
got her
balls
head cut
like
off?
that.
Because they had
Come
him
on now.
fucked up.
That's a movie.
That don't matter. They
And it
had him
ain't
It,
fucked
based on
up.
a true story.
They
that's a
had him
it's
fucked
based,
up.
movie.
yes. It is based on a true
That movie
story.
broke my heart.
Oh,
They had him fucked
okay.
up.
It was a
They had to
movie.
chop that man's foot off. I don't
That's
care
one
who. I feel the
person.
same way about
Get him, Capiche.
Django. They did him dirty
Y'all
too.
funny.
Boy, you can go outside downtown St. Louis. You're gonna see a chop. You're gonna see plenty chopped
I
off
know
foot
I am.
people.
I
I
already
Okay
am.
knew where this
then.
He ain't
conversation
the
was
only one
going
that
when he
got his
asked the
foot chopped
question.
off.
I know. I see a lot of vets downtown with no feet. And I be
Okay then.
Them people got sold from Africa. Your people sold whoever you think your people is, and they sold them to some people.
until
Can I
you
take
can show me the statistics of that, I don't believe shit.
Man, who you think built them stuffs in Africa, them pyramids in Africa? If you want to go
Mexicans?
back, they had
Mexicans?
slaves.
Mexicans?
They had, come on now, they had to been in the
Mexicans?
blood. He
Mexicans?
said Mexicans.
Nigga, they got on a boat, went to South
Yo,
America,
oh
picked them,
my God,
picked them
this
boys up.
this
Hey,
dude.
come on over here and build this. I ain't building shit. Kumbala, it's too hot for us to build the land. Come over here with us. We give you horses.
This is the fuck up. Why are you talking about people?
I'm not talking about people. I am
You
keeping it real. That's the
you
problem
have
with you people. You don't want to keep it real. I sold my brother to the white man. Yes, I did. I sold him for a pew pew.
capiche. You
Do you know
stop.
how long it took me to go
All
shoot
right,
down
let's
the
go to the
zebra?
next. Let's go to the next topic.
Bro got sold for a pistol, and they had a switch on it.
So don't pick a nigga.
Y'all
They.
funny.
So you telling me the pick a nigger was by the black people. Black people said, let's build this stand and have these black people standing up here and have these white people picking niggers. And you telling me that the black people made that?
Hey, listen, you bought them off of me. Use them however you need them. Use them at your own dispense.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know. They did. Africans didn't know what was gonna happen.
Nah, they thought they was gonna be treated all right.
I need to.
Possibly.
There's just like a you know, yeah, there's a lot of changes in your life.
I have. Alhamdulillah for that.
So you were, I tried to give you a hug earlier,
Yes.
and you were like, no,
Access denied.
you can't do hugs.
You know.
This is part of your faith.
Yeah, and I mean, just what makes me comfortable. Like,
No,
I don't,
I don't
you
know.
know.
Fuck, I am trying to make you uncomfortable.
No, yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's like, in my mind, I'm kind of like, why is any man giving me a handshake, a hug?
Yeah,
a
I was like,
dap?
what about and we did this.
We did this.
Air high five,
Because I just feel like there should be no man touching me except my husband.
Mr. Gates. Yeah, are you guys married? Or is this like a yeah? I don't know. How does this? I mean, first of all, Kevin's the best. You got to keep her. He's a great guy. Very, very, very. Is he still? Are you guys? Is he going? Did you release his semen retention?
Okay, first of all, you guys like 3 questions. So
Okay, well,
slow
first things first. He was doing semen retention last time I saw him. Has the retention been lifted?
Okay, well, that's a question you'd have to ask him.
Okay.
But
What the hell? What?
That question's a little too personal.
That was very personal. What is semen retention good for, anyways?
Ooh, woosah.
Semen retention. If you just ain't, you might as well just wait till you're married. You know what I mean? Why you got to put some health reason behind it and label it as something weird?
Like, am I storing this for a rainy day?
You know what I mean?
Oh, girl, I'm shooting blanks. I got these backups over here. Hold on. I've been practicing for this day. I didn't want to call it practicing. You call it hoeing, or you might call it cheating. I call it.
Retaining
It's
retaining
a,
my sperm.
it's a disorder, girl. I shoot 2 blanks in it, and then it's a full one coming after that. So I got
So I
that
gotta
shit.
hold it. I gotta hold it long enough for it to be good. Come on, man. Like semen retention, they kill me with that, bro.
Bruh.
They
No
kill me
offense,
with that, bro.
but see, but you notice, like, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but it's under the Muslim beliefs that we're going through this. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
Keep going through that video. That was
I
pretty
don't
interesting.
understand. My thing is, I don't understand why she married this nasty man in the first place. First off, do you not hear this man music about how he eat ass and he does all these things to women? And you think he was just gonna switch himself around like that? Yeah, okay.
I didn't know he divorced her.
I don't know nothing about Kevin Gates at all. I never heard a Kevin Gates song in my life.
Kevin Gates,
What?
nah.
You never
Yeah,
heard a Kevin Gates song?
never.
I've
And I don't
heard Kevin Gates on, and he do talk about eating ass a lot.
He
and I
do,
don't
but
I don't plan on
He's
listening to
very vulgar.
I don't plan on listening to a Kevin Gates song. Thank y'all very much. I
Why not?
highly appreciate it.
What's wrong? Why are you being that way?
Did I just say I
Hmm?
didn't I just say I don't listen to
He
Kevin
just
Gates? I never heard
he.
a song
I
from
think he
him.
just have his own type of music. Everybody don't listen. I mean, I don't even listen to his music nowadays.
Capiche look like he may listen to Wiz Khalifa or something like that.
I don't listen. I never know. Hell no.
Kendrick
Keep
Lamar.
going. Hell no. What I just say about Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar. I just told her in the car that Kendrick Lamar remind me of Nas, a dude that can rap but always pick whack ass beats.
Okay, so he must
You
listen to
know
Lil
Mm.
Wayne.
Nas all the way
Capiche listen to
fucked
Lil
up.
Wayne.
I don't listen to Lil Wayne
You
either.
don't. The one thing you would
Oh
not
wait,
do
I
is
know who he
drag on
listened to.
Nas. I don't care.
Okay.
But I
Y'all,
just get
everybody just got different tastes in music. That's all. It's okay.
okay. Calm down.
Nas, Kendrick Lamar ain't nothing like Nas. It would never
Capiche listen
be
to ASAP Rocky.
ever like Nas. The
No.
hell?
Capiche, you listen to ASAP Rocky?
Uh.
Oh man, Drake.
No.
Uh,
Chris
dang
Brown?
How
man,
far away?
No.
I'm
Blues.
far
Let's
away.
just put it out there. Do you listen to
Far
blues?
away.
No.
Do you listen to Anita
Okay,
Baker?
Who?
Anita Baker.
No.
Oh, wow.
What?
Jazz.
No.
What type of music do you listen to?
Well,
Not
damn.
shit, apparently. Not a
I
who
have.
is Betty Wright?
You don't got to name an artist. Just name a
Who is
genre.
Betty Wright?
I mean, he rapped now. He rapped today
No,
era.
who
I
is
just.
Betty Wright?
I don't know.
Eminem.
No. I listened to Eminem's first album. That's it.
Okay, okay, I'm close. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I Snoop Dogg.
Hell no.
Oh, I think. Um, they knew. Are they
Johnny,
new?
Johnny, you're literally
Yes.
doing all rap. You said he has to pick a genre. Which genre do you listen to, Capiche?
Hey man, thank you for
He listened to
realigning me.
Capiche genre. That's what he listened to.
Okay. The people, the artists I listen to Dave East. I listen to Beanie Siegel. I listen to Jada Kiss. And I listen to Burner.
Just like an 80s nigga. That's
Oh,
just
I
short.
respect that. I respect that. No, I
Burner
respect that.
Boy,
Huh?
Burner Boy.
Burner. No. The person that that made cookies, the weed.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Jamaican artist.
No, I don't listen to nobody Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican.
Oh,
The hell? Bubba Clock bullshit about it. What the nah, speak English. What the hell you just say?
But they are speaking English.
That ain't
they are.
speaking no English. You speak
It's
they
a,
from England. Jamaicans come from England. Them the black people from
It's
England. They got
patois
put
though.
on
It's
that.
broken
it's
English.
patois, broken English, like she said.
I don't care if it's Moo Blasi, Hey Sai, Space Fire. I don't, no, no,
Hey, now
no.
that's my heritage now.
Hey, hey.
Hey, that's my heritage
Your
now.
heritage don't like Americans. Okay.
They
I just
love Americans.
bro, I just got done strolling off TikTok and heard them sneak this on us. Stop playing with me. Telling us
They
don't
do call they do call it Egypt over here.
they just told us don't come out there. We vandalized their Airbnbs out there.
Some of y'all do.
Hey, I believe them. But I'm just saying. I keep trying to tell people Jamaicans need to go to war with Cuba so they can get bigger.
They are together. Low
No,
key.
yeah, they need to get big, bruh. If I was a real Jamaican boy, I'd be going to war with all small little islands. We been get bigger around here. I'm tired of this. We too bunched up together.
They too worried about fighting themselves.
Hmm.
They
That's the
got they
whole,
got some they got some stuff going on over there that they fighting. Internal wars, politics.
yeah, but they got refugees. and stuff like that. When you can't control, um, when you have villages or I don't know what they're called out there. So I'm gonna use village because I don't know what their sections are called or what their counties or countries or cities or whatever. But
Sections.
when sections. But when you got them in between sections of people that steal guns and go even into your cities and stuff like that, and you ain't getting that under control, you're gonna have chaos. Just like Mexico. Mexico got the mob and stuff like that. People that hides in the jungle and does nothing but chaos because they're against the government and they don't want to live in civilizations. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to be part
Mm-hmm.
of society. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
Can I smoke on here?
Yeah. Smoke. Hold on. Smoke what? Not just playing.
My weed.
Girl, I say burn live, marijuanically keeping you connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers I read. And only reason I go through that speech because when I first started podcasting, I was getting so many red flags and penalized on Facebook because that's where I started from. And that I made that title, I made that intro because they was making me sick.
Malia.
Hell, getting on my damn nerves. All right.
Hey, Capiche, I got a little Italian in me too now. I'm Italian too. Yeah, you ain't know that.
Look at his face.
You ain't know that, did you? My great grandmother came over here from Sicily, man.
Well, I got French. I got Utah. I got Australia.
He said Utah, yo.
I got all
Every
that
time
in.
somebody say Utah, just think about the
Hey.
morning.
Dude, I was with somebody and I just kept saying Utah and it was making them so uncomfortable. So that's why I say Utah a lot. Utah is just Utah is just one of those states that just it just makes people feel uncomfortable. Like I heard about it, I slid through it, but I didn't stay.
I thought you was about to say something else.
What?
I thought you was about to say like Utah is just a skyscraper or something weird like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just went to the borderline. I haven't really got to see Utah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk negative on the state if I don't know too much about it.
There's a
Only
lot
thing
of Mormons there.
I mean,
They're
okay,
known for Mormonism.
Yes, they
and,
are known for
and I
Mormonism.
and I know they're known for kidnapping ladies and starting cults. Yes, I know that too.
Yes.
My ex girlfriend showed me a show, and I was like, "You want to go visit Utah?" And they kidnapping y'all. I was like, look at all them girls on this show.
I
The,
will say
the,
there's not a whole lot of us there.
Nah, they trying to recruit though.
that's all right. I'm I'll go. You not they not kidnapping me. I ain't got nothing.
You can have as many wives as you want too.
See, that's just a little weird. I
You
don't
can
want to
have
take
four wives if you want.
I don't want to
Four,
take care of
five.
4 wives. You know how many birthdays I got to remember, anniversaries. I don't want to do that. I don't even
I
like
say ain't much
Valentine's Day.
money over
That is a lot,
Did you say
man.
birthdays? And then man,
I don't even like
shoot.
Valentine's Day, and
You
I got
might
to
as
get
well you
four
Valentine's
might as
Day
gifts.
well
with
go ahead and
five
start
wives
handing
gotta
out
be
money.
crazy. My bad. Go ahead, sis.
I said he might as well go ahead and start handing out money.
Boy, I got to break your back. Hey, look, you only get Mondays, you get Tuesdays. I got to what Kevin Gates was doing. I got to learn that. Now I'm finna Kevin Gates the situation. Got to
I
put
feel
something.
bad for you, man. You
I
gotta
got to
go
put.
to the doctor. You gotta go to the urologist.
Boy, I got to put some of this up. Store this. They just taking it all from me.
I just feel like men who have multiple wives, they got a lot of money.
You think
No,
so?
it's sex drive too. Most women, they just them the people that's like I love who I love. So if I love you and I love you, I should be able to love you and love you. I shouldn't have to pick one. You
Hmm.
know, that's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And so they
Do
just
you
found
think that? My
no,
bad.
no, I don't think that. I think God somewhere in the Bible it says I think He told us what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think you need more than one wife. I think one is enough.
because if y'all look up marriage, and see, this is why I don't want to get into this, but y'all willing me here. You know, marriage is supposed to be for where you are supposed to be able to take care of the wife and the kids and all that stuff and store them up. That's why you do have that in other countries where a lot of people marry more, a lot of women. They may not be rich, but they're able to take care. They're able to provide. They got land. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about acres of land. So therefore, my wife get this house. You know what I'm saying? I'll build another house for my other wife, and you know what I'm saying, kid. And also that's generational. That's you know what I'm saying, that's leaving a legacy too. You know, for as a man, that's just number one way of leaving a legacy.
I don't. I think even if you do have multiple lands, acres, whatever, I still don't believe you need more than one wife. I think you only
Uh,
need one.
hey, her box might stop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done producing.
Her box ain't gonna start. You better,
Her
you know,
box do stop. That
you
shit
better,
got a
you,
time. That shit got a
man,
time limit.
you better throw some WD-40 on it or something.
You better go. I'm finna go find a new box, a
It's not
kid
a time
maker.
limit.
But
It's the risk
you better flick the
factor
switch.
of
Flick the
us
switch.
getting pregnant after the fact. So, like,
Okay,
if
so
we get pregnant when we're like 40, there's a risk factor
risk and time, that's the
that the child will
same
have Down syndrome.
same difference. It's the same, but it's still difference.
But you gotta love her beyond her box, my boy.
I'm still gonna love her behind her box, but yet again, I need junior, 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 junior. I need a third,
Well, if that's
second,
the,
third.
well, if you feel that way, then I know one thing that if a man feels that way, excluding Johnny because he making sense to me, um, why be in a relationship?
Because I love these women enough to produce kids from them and take care of them to the best of my
But
ability.
nowadays, marriage is not even included, and people just getting pregnant anyways.
Yeah.
Because now we're getting back to American traditions to where, you know what I'm saying, it's not about marriage, it's about spinning and bending and getting my count up so I can have something to brag about.
I still believe that marriage in all countries should not include multiple women, just one. And you shouldn't be with. I don't think you should love a woman because of her box or because you just want to make kids and take care of her. Cause soon
Exactly.
them kids gonna get old. They gonna be out the house, and then
Some
what you gonna
countries
do?
you don't even get to
Move
see
on and
what
get a
she
younger
look
girl?
like. Some countries you don't even get to see what she look like. So you don't even get to learn nothing about her. She all robed up. You got to go to the father. Hey, father, I like your lady. I want to marry her. And then you marry her, and then you have kids, and boom, boom, boom.
That's because women in other countries are seen as objects instead of people.
Yep,
Name
that's a
name
valid
that
point.
country where they seen as objects.
Saudi Arabia, Dubai.
Hey, 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 hey. Those are
most
Nigeria.
most most
those
Muslim
are
cultures,
Muslim cultures. I was gonna say,
mostly Muslim culture.
but they don't.
Yes.
But yet again, you're gonna make me have to sit up here and go to this debate because that's technically false and how
That's
they
okay.
believe.
Okay. Go ahead. Go to it. Don't
I'm
get
a,
to it.
do I really? Because that's gonna be
Come on, man.
Yep,
Come
might as
on. You
well go
got
ahead
this.
and do
Come
it.
on. Don't get to it.
We
okay.
already on the subject.
Okay, go. But y'all keep talking about it. Give me a little time to look it up.
Okay. That's me personally. between the man and the woman, and you're not with her because of her love box or her juice box, whatever box you want to call it. You with her because you actually made a commitment, and that's the person you're gonna be with no matter what, regardless. Even if you have a disagreement, you ain't gonna allow that disagreement to get in the way and to break y'all up. Period. Now these Muslim countries, they be treating women like they ain't nothing. They got them on chains and whips. You know what I mean? Some of them can't even vote. Come on now. What country? Come on. What country don't allow women to vote besides America at a point in time? Well, not even America had that. Was America like that before? I don't know, but well, I don't know. But black people couldn't vote at a point in time. But that's a whole nother topic. But like I said, one woman, one man, be fruitful, multiply. That's it. That's all it is. What you think, sis?
I actually agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying.
I don't
Hey, man.
disagree with what you're saying, but only reason I was bringing up what I was bringing up because those factors are the
Yes.
reason why those factors are the reasons. Don't
Come on, Lord, help them out.
It's the reasons why you know what I'm saying. You do have those other
Don't ask me
cases
nothing
and
right
stuff
now.
like that.
Yeah. Let me get in tune
Okay,
with being hot. Then I'll come back to the
now
conversation.
y'all, I really wanted to keep this this video. So this video gonna be brought up. I really want to keep this when I do have a panel versus Christians and Muslims, and we really get into this spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying?
Uh oh. Uh
But
oh.
in the topic of the beliefs, this is Patrick Bet David. Uh, really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about getting into his background. I just trying to show a big panel real quick. There we go. Dang. I was just trying to show the panel real quick. Come on. Right there. Why they hating on me? I just want to show the panel so y'all can get an idea of what I'm talking about.
That looked
Okay,
like a
bam.
cool panel.
Right. So basically, I'm just gonna start it right off right here. Basically, you have an American person that was once a Christian that turned Muslim, which is the person I'm circling right here. Okay. And then you have a person that's from, like we say, Pakistan over there, that was once a Muslim turned Christian that's over here in America. They're having I believe this is one of the best debates. We need more of these. But yet again, to break down where was they talking about it at? Their beliefs and stuff right here is probably like the best. There we go. Bam. So these two are, like I said, they're Christian. They turn from Muslims. Yet again, they express how Christians don't really fully embrace the Christian values and the Christian beliefs through the Bible. And these guys are Muslim turned Christians over here in America, and saying that only thing Muslim values are how you explained it earlier, mostly on like kill, murder, and stuff like that, and impregnating ladies in boxes.
Morocco. Have you lived in a Muslim? You're here. So I lived in Iran 10 years as a Christian family, and we would go to church, and I went to Christian school. And then we escaped and went to Germany, lived at a refugee camp with a lot of different sects from different parts of the world who were escaping. They were either escaping communism or they were escaping not feeling safe, persecution for their religion, what they believed in. They didn't have the freedom, they left. Why is it? This is a question that's been brought up when I'm crowdsourcing what questions you want us to ask the guests that are here today. If it's purely statistical, why are more Muslims moving to Christian nations and not Christian nations moving to Muslim nations? Why do you think that is?
It's economics, pure economics. If you look at Christians that move to Saudi and the Gulf, there's a huge influx of Christians from the Philippines, from Africa, from Eastern Europe that flock to the Gulf countries, Muslim countries. Why? Because of GDP, because of the economy. The influx of people of all religions and cultures to the US, to Australia, to Europe, it's purely because of economic opportunity, not because of there's some kind of better way of life. The way of life in the US, and I can talk to you because you lived 10 years in Iran, the culture of traditional societies, especially Muslim societies, is much more conducive to family. It's more of a family, community-based life as opposed to an individualistic, rat race, everyone is out for himself type of lifestyle that you live in the West. And that's because of the hegemony that we're talking about, because of liberal secularism, because of this pursuit of happiness at the expense of all else. When you have a religion that values family, marriage, look at the divorce rates. Look at how, I have 5 sons of my own. I'm very worried about, will they even be able to find a wife who will be faithful to them and who will want to have children, my grandchildren, who will be faithful. Look at the divorce rates, look at the infidelity rates, look at all of the social problems that are infecting Western societies. Why is that? I'd argue it's on the basis of leaving traditional Christianity, leaving traditional Islam, reforming these religions. That's the problem. Look at someone like Reza Aslan. You interviewed him,
I had him
right?
on, yeah.
And you had a brilliant comment. You said that, Reza, when you're talking, I feel like you're an atheist. You're arguing, I don't think that you're actually a Muslim. Like, you're not talking like you're a Muslim. You're talking like this progressive, liberal, atheist type person. And that's what's happening to everyone because of these political forces. And we have to resist that. We have to resist those kinds of influences in order to preserve marriage, preserve family, preserve community. That exists in the Muslim world, but it's being eroded.
So why are you still here?
I will pause it right there just to see, do anybody got any comments so far about what they've been hearing? Because, boy, y'all on super mute.
Nah, that was interesting. I was just listening,
I go check out PBD podcast. He do give some good interviews and stuff like that. Anybody else?
It was interesting. I wanted to hear more, but you paused it.
I'm gonna keep going. I just, what I'm saying, I walked away, came back, and I just went. That's why I just paused just to ask if anybody having a comment.
Oh,
That's all. I was gonna keep going.
Why are you in America? Why don't you go to a Muslim nation?
I would like to do that, but the thing is that the West has declared war on every traditional society. If you don't implement Western style liberal.
What if recording high quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting record? With Riverside,
Human rights, quote unquote, like you don't legalize homosexuality,
Yeah.
you don't legalize transgender, you don't legalize feminism, all of these things that are destroying marriage and family, we're going to bomb you. We're going to sanction you. We're going to starve your people. It's not safe for Muslims to be in Muslim countries. It's not safe for traditional Christians. Traditional Christians quoting the Bible within Europe are being put in prison for quoting the Bible. They'll literally quote a verse from Leviticus, or they'll talk about Sodom and Gomorrah. They're put in prison. This is a war on all traditional religions. And there's not a safe place for a traditional religious person in the world today because of this dominant global power.
So your argument is economy, capitalism, a capitalistic society. So then the question would be, why don't Muslim regions accept the principles of a capitalistic free society to be able to attract other Christians, because when you hear some stories, but I got that. Brother Rashid, do you have a response to him on this question, specifically the question I'm asking? Why do Christian nations attract Muslims, but Muslim nations not attract Christians?
He said the economy is the first reason,
Yes.
but other reasons exist too. I have seen so many Saudi girls leaving Saudi Arabia, going to Canada and the US and the UK, asking for asylum because they don't have the same rights. And they are forced to stay as a second-class status. Women is not treated well in Muslim countries. I have seen people who are leaving Morocco and other places because they don't have freedom of speech. And if you say anything against Islam in Egypt or Morocco, or for me, for example, why I left Morocco. I love Morocco. I would love to live among my family, but I left not because of the economy. I was doing well, but because I don't have freedom of religion. And there are many countries that are like that. If you open the borders in Europe and the US, you will have almost probably, I can't guess, but like probably 90% of Muslims will go to the West, not just because of money. It's because of other reasons. They are oppressed there. And our brothers, they have their solution to what will live is not what I am here. Of course, we have a problem in the West, but the solution they are given is worse than what we have today. For example, LGBTQ, whatever, they will kill them if we bring, let's say, let them govern with Islam today. They will throw them from a higher building. That's their punishment. I'm not with that. I'm not either this, the two extremes, either this or that. Islam is not going to give a solution. Why we have human rights in the West? Why everything we are enjoying today, it came from the West. For example, women's rights came from the West. Abolishing slavery came from the West. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion came from the West. You name it, just give me anything. Democracies came from the West. So they want us to live under an authoritarian system, and you cannot even question it. And if you say anything against it, you will be condemned to death. For example, if I say Islam is not the right way to God, I cannot say that in a Muslim country. I will be punished for that. So we're...
So this is why.
Jenny,
Huh?
my bad.
Go ahead.
But Jenny basically proved the point already.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I just
That's
wanted
all
to
I
bring
gotta
this
say.
video up
Yeah,
because
he proved. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but him speaking, but Johnny already proved his point.
well, I never disagree with him. It gave me a chance to bring up this video
Hey
and
man,
stuff like that.
the video was pretty cool too. It gave a little bit more insight to things.
Yeah. I also would bring this video up when it comes to where we was asking what is American values based upon, and I would argue with a person about America is based on Christian values, and people be like, "Nah, I don't think Christian values is what we're based upon." I would be like, "Yeah, technically we are." You know what I'm saying? That's what started
Technically,
America.
yeah. Technically, we are, but some of it isn't. Like when it comes to like, so I look at it as like, how can I say this? Like I don't agree with capitalism. That's not a Christian value, I believe. I don't agree with. Uh, that's really the main thing, and that's really like what the foundation of our country is low key based off of, and our society. So, but
You don't like
really,
capitalism.
I don't like capitalism at all
Why?
because just to capitalize on the opportunity is just like to me is not God given. Like if I'm gonna be, that's just like saying, okay, so like, so would you want a girl? Let's say, let's speak on marriage. Would you want somebody to love you because they chose to love you and they wanted to be with you, not because they left a terrible situation and they want to figure out if they can find something better or something new? It's like when I think about capitalism, I think about what I just said. Like you, like someone being with somebody just because they want to find out if they could get something better or something. Like that's what I
That's
think
not,
about capitalism.
and I would disagree. Capitalism is like
Go ahead.
me and you are selling the same product, but yet again, I am a better seller than you, so therefore I can sell it for a higher profit and make more money quicker because I have that option. The option to market at your own rate and sell at your own will how you want to. That's capitalism. Capitalism is able to start a business whatever you want without too much of stuff in your way to
Hmm.
stopping you. You know what I'm saying? The government really can't stop you from starting a business. You can damn near do anything you want to do. That's capitalism.
Yeah.
Making your business big enough to make it a stock market to, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying, generational wealth. That's part of stock market. Like China, who don't have that, who have communism, where everybody got to do everything and can't nobody make no money. Everybody stay at the same rate. Can't nobody progress unless they go into a job that makes better money. That's the only way they make better money. If all of us was rice makers and we were staying in China, could nobody make one of y'all might make rice better than one of us. But yet again, you make rice better than me. You always have a packed house. You could never up your prices. You had to keep your prices at the same and do like no, you're better. You sell a better product. You might want to up that dollar. You selling at
But
$2, you might want to up it at three.
that's the thing. Like that whole mindset can easily be influenced. Like there is no guarantee. You feel what I'm saying? So like now it becomes a popularity contest and not okay, what's good for the people? Like what's the point of selling something? I mean, not what's the point, of course, it's to make more money, but like why like if we both selling the same thing, why would I go buy from somewhere else if you got the same thing right here for a cheaper price only because the name is bigger? That makes
I'm gonna
no
put it like
sense.
this.
Well,
Let
my
me put it
bad.
in
Go
this
ahead.
perspective. Okay. So you know how there's plus size women out there,
Yeah.
BBWs, and you know how
Yeah.
some clothes we can't fit because of our butt and our boobs. There's certain people who sell exactly what we can fit. So if we were buying our clothes, we're gonna go with the people who's selling exactly what we can fit instead of going with the people who we think can sell exactly what we can fit. Like I'm gonna go with Sheen before I go with Fashion Nova because I know Fashion Nova runs small. Or I'm gonna go with Sheen before I go with um. Let me think. I can't think of no other girl store. I'm trying to think. But no. I'm gonna go with Lane Bryant before I go to Victoria's Secret because Lane Bryant can fit me, size me up, and give me my right bra, and I'll be cool. Victoria's Secret can't do that because they advertise for smaller women, and they advertise
Right.
for petite women.
Hmm.
You gotta look at it like that. You really do.
Yeah. So I agree on this, love. Even though both sell the same, or they claim they have the same fitting for people, but you have to go with what's better for you. That's how that works. So yes, I do agree with Miss Love on that.
Man, you gotta want to be able to have options. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't sell this, the same thing at the same price. That there's no profit making for real, for real. Or yet again, if you can, I can say it's gonna be slow profit bringing. You know what I'm saying? The market ain't our market ain't made for that. You know what I'm saying? We want you to be able to get in here, start your business, get good at it. You know what I'm saying? Get it off the ground, and then maybe want to start your another business. And any other, you're
Right.
not gonna be able to do that in a socialized country or any other country like that. That's why capitalism is great because now you can start multiple business. You might want to sell hats right here. You sell hats for a while. Now you want to start selling cologne. Now you want to start selling lingerie. Now you want to start selling plants. Now you want to start selling rakes. You see how the capitalism give you the options to add to your portfolio, where anywhere else you just stuck to one object. You're gonna be milking
Right.
cows the rest of your
And then you
life.
gotta think about it this too. So I choose Hibbit Sports over Nike any day because Hibbit has a clearance rate where you can get all the new name brand shoes for a cheaper price. I'm just
Yep,
saying, like,
capitalism. You would not have that. Nike be selling their prices, and you couldn't get no Nike shoes nowhere else. You wouldn't even have Nikes in other stores if it wasn't for capitalism. There's people capitalizing off the product because the product's that good.
Yeah,
when I
I agree
start
with
my
Mrs.
business,
Love.
I'ma capitalize off people. I'm a he left. Capisce, Madam Lee?
I didn't make him leave. I just that's capital. No, he didn't leave. He had a little phone problem. He'll be back. We only got another 5-10 minutes anyway, man.
I mean, that's just like like Miss Love said, that's just like Walmart versus what the store called the Cloud shoes. You got to get the best shoes work for your feet. Cause let me tell you something. I bought some Walmart shoes and baby, the $30 shoes on my feet, they hurt my feet. So I'd rather pay more from at Cloud than get it at Walmart because Walmart need to come down on the price.
That's what's up.
Quality.
I
Gotta
mean,
pay more for quality.
that's why I like shopping at Target.
I
I'm
have a horrible obsession with X with Fenty X, and I know damn well my titties will not fit in her bras, but I'm gonna buy them and I'm gonna make them fit because they're cute.
interested. Well, ladies and gentlemen, any last words? Any last thoughts? Any last?
No, this was a good this is a good podcast. I will say that.
It was, and I got high in the end, and I'm happy now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, share this out, like this to your friends, all them YouTube things, all them face things, and repost this on X, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the show. Until next time, this has been the Burn Live session. We love y'all so much. Peace.